Nestled deep within Europe thrives a powerful business family that stands out. They have built an empire worth over $275 billion, more valuable than even famous figures like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, or Bernard Arnault. This family is quite mysterious and has close ties to the world's richest and most influential people. They have connections in high places, from the White House to the World Economic Forum. Their influence stretches far and wide, reaching the highest political and economic power levels. Who is this family? Why did this remain in the shadows even after such a great success? Say hello to the Wallenbergs, the family that owned all of Europe. Hello, and welcome to Primetime TV. In today's video, we will talk about how this one powerful influenced the entire world. Wallenberg's family comes from a diverse background, including members who have worked as bankers, industrialists, politicians, bureaucrats, diplomats, and military officials. They have an extensive portfolio that includes ownership of companies like AstraZeneca and even the Nasdaq stock exchange. They possess more than a third of Sweden's entire stock exchange. Their network of businesses employs over 1 million individuals, making up almost half of Sweden's industrial workforce. How did it all start? In 1837, a young naval officer from Sweden named Andreas Oskar Wallenberg witnessed the chaos of the financial crisis known as the Panic of 1837 in America. This experience exposed him to the incompetence of American banks and sparked an idea. He wondered why he couldn't take the lessons he learned back to Sweden and establish a better bank there. Swedish banks were outdated at the time and faced limitations in transferring money and offering competitive interest rates for deposits. Moreover, these banks were not lending money to companies during a crucial period of industrialization and growth in Sweden. Recognizing the immense opportunity, Andreas Wallenberg saw the potential to establish a modern bank and become a powerful banker in Sweden. Fortunately, during the 1800s, the banking sector was much less regulated than today, allowing for easier entry into the industry. With the support of his colleagues, Andreas Wallenberg opened the Stockholm Enskilda Bank, SEB, in 1856. SEB revolutionized the banking landscape in Sweden by attracting deposits from everyday individuals and offering them favorable interest rates. These deposits were then lent out to businesses and individuals, fueling the growth of the Swedish economy. The popularity of SEB skyrocketed, eventually dominating Sweden's banking industry. The Wallenberg family's influence extended as the masses deposited their money with SEB and became indebted to the bank. To repay their debts, people worked for companies that also owed money to the Wallenbergs, creating a financial control cycle. Expanding their empire further, the Wallenbergs sought profitable investments for their growing wealth. They began acquiring numerous companies throughout Sweden, solidifying their control over the nation's economy. This strategy ensured that the Swedish population entrusted their savings to the Wallenbergs and worked for their companies, perpetuating the family's financial dominance. Through their strategic approach, the Wallenberg family rose to become part of the wealthiest 1% in Sweden and the entire world. Their mastery of the banking sector and strategic acquisitions propelled them to unparalleled economic power and influence. Expansion of holdings. The Wallenberg family embarked on a significant buying spree, acquiring majority stakes in numerous Swedish companies. They referred to this endeavor as the liberal transformation of Swedish society, spanning various sectors such as railways, factories, international trade, and limited liability companies. Every major company in Sweden had some level of involvement from the Wallenbergs. However, in 1916, a challenge emerged: creation of Investor AB. The Swedish government recognized the potential risks of banks owning major businesses, while indebting those businesses and individuals to the banks. Consequently, a law made it exceedingly difficult for banks to hold long-term shares in industrial enterprises. Nevertheless, the Wallenberg family was undeterred and found a way around the law. They established Investor AB, a seemingly vague holding company that assumed full ownership of the businesses owned by their bank. Investor AB became the Wallenbergs' investment vehicle, successfully navigating the crisis. Industrial workforce and stock exchange influence. The firm thrived to the extent that by the 1970s, the Wallenberg family employed over 40% of Sweden's entire industrial workforce and possessed 40% of the country's stock exchange. They capitalized on every aspect of the banking cycle, maximizing their profits. However, World War II posed a new dilemma for the Wallenbergs. Faced with supporting either the Allies or Hitler, they opted to adopt a strategy reminiscent of the Rothschild family's tactics a century prior. Strategic positioning during World War II. The Rothschilds were renowned for lending money to both sides of conflicts, ensuring that they would emerge as beneficiaries regardless of the outcome. Similarly, the Wallenbergs pursued a similar approach, profiting from their associations with both sides of the war. This strategic move aimed to secure their position and financial advantage, regardless of the war's outcome. One Wallenberg brother engaged with the Allies in London and New York, providing banking services to support their war efforts. Meanwhile, another brother stationed himself in Berlin, where they pursued a different strategy. The Wallenbergs offered to purchase significant German military supply companies such as Bosch, to prevent them from being seized or shut down by the Allies. While it was technically legal to acquire these companies as long as they were to be operated by the law, the Wallenbergs had a distinct agenda that deviated from the norm. The Wallenbergs' dominance in Europe results from their entrepreneurial acumen, adaptability, and long-term vision in navigating the complexities of the European market. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. We will see you in the next one. Till then, take care.